Hello, I'm Ivan, and I help people to learn languages and get discipline on the process. So today I'm just going to be talking about the single fucking worst thing that you can do. Learning whatever language, actually, not just Japanese. So yeah, a bit of my story before actually starting the video, which is I had to learn English to make these videos in which I talk about how to get discipline through the learning of a language. So yeah, I mean, I make all of these videos in which I talk, I don't know, about how to be disciplined, how to be disciplined through the learning of a language, which is actually very important. Uh, how to how to actually do more hours, how to read more, how to yeah, all of those things. I'm actually learning Japanese as well. I have like 10 months of learning Japanese, and I consider myself a very disciplined person because I just think that your body tells you how disciplined you are. So the single worst thing actually that you can do is just translating. Like, you should probably know this, which is actually I will which is why actually I will not spend that much time. So this is literally the worst thing that you can do hands on. Like, just why would you start translating things if you want to learn Japanese? So if you want to learn Japanese, the thing that for me at least will make sense is just that, well, I should actually be watching things probably on Japanese. Yeah, I mean, and you go and watch anime, but then I should probably be seeing, I should probably be watching what they are freaking saying in the native language of the things that they are saying, right? So why would you spend your time, right? Why would you spend your time seeing a language that you're not going to study? So like it doesn't make sense. Like I'm literally assuming. Well, I'm assuming that you actually do know English because you are watching this video, right? Yeah. So please just don't translate. Now, when you should translate during your immersion with Japanese plus audio subtitles. So let's just say that you're watching Black Clover, right? And I don't know if you like it, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. So that you're watching Black Clover and there's a word here that you don't know, right? So if there's a word here in these subtitles that you know, you will actually just go and I don't know, for example this one. You will actually go and watch the meaning and translate it to English because of course you can't translate yet to the same Japanese. You actually can't use a monolingual dictionary, for example like this one. I'm right now using a monolingual dictionary with English to actually see the meanings of the words in English, right? So it makes sense to actually use a monolingual dictionary when you are advanced into the language, but when you are not going to use a monolingual dictionary because it just doesn't make sense, right? When first starting learning Japanese or whatever language, use a bilingual language with which will be with your native language. So, and yeah, I mean, just keep doing that, keep doing that. Another thing that I actually do when doing immersion is that I'm doing immersion. I watch a word that I don't know, and I actually go here and write it on a paper, because Japanese is very different from like English or Spanish, which is that I mean, if you don't write, you are not going to learn how to write. So like, it is literally what I do because I just want to know how to write, at least Japanese. So you can expect your brain to say, "But I don't understand. Why should I do this when I do not understand even at 30%?" So this is actually you, and this is your brain. So your brain is making actually fun of you, and I don't know, and it's telling you a lot of things. I don't know. So that's the fucking point. Like, you should not understand everything. So I will tell you a thing, which is I was watching horror media at like 2 to 3 months ago, right? And I literally could not understand even a 30% of the thing that I was doing of the anime in itself. But I actually have watched the anime, so like I could understand the situation I was in the anime, which is enough. Like, when you're actually immersing, you should not try to understand everything. You should just understand the situation you are in, and if you understand the situation you are in the anime or in the manga or in the book, that's enough. Like, you don't need to do more than that. So, and I could literally not understand even a 30% with Horimiya, and now I'm watching like 3 months, 3 months after or 2 months after. I don't really remember. I'm literally watching Black Clover, and I can understand even probably an 80%. Like, I can understand probably like almost everything. I can put myself in the situation in which I can understand. I mean, I can understand whatever situation I'm going to be in when it comes to an anime, even without subtitles. So yeah, that's probably the results that you can expect. So it doesn't take that much to notice progress. So with just 2 to 3 hours a day for a month of watching anime, you will understand a lot more. So that I can assure you that you will understand just a fucking lot more than if you read textbooks and you're translating, and you're literally just translating in English your anime. So please do the things that I'm telling you. I mean, you can actually um, keep watching anime in English and the things that you actually do on a daily basis. But if you are not noticing progress with the things that you do on a daily basis, why should you be doing it? So I don't know. I just think that it doesn't make sense. So yeah, at last, I will tell you that if you haven't started with Japanese, you can actually just go and do this book and this grammar guide for like 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes to 1 hour a day. These two, so it will take you like 2 to 3 hours a day if you do this book here and this grammar guide. So the thing with this is that uh, with these two are actually the best things that you can do to actually start learning Japanese. So with this, you will get a grammar guide, and with this one here, you will get how the kanjis work, because you actually need to know how the fucking kanjis work if you want to know how to learn Japanese. I mean, I think that it just makes sense, right? So the thing that you will do with this grammar guide, it is that when you will encounter this thing, like, you will go first through the grading system, because here they will explain to you the hiragana, the katakana, and the kanji, right? Here Taikim, which is the guy that makes this guide, will explain this to you, right? So after going through the grading system and learning how the grading system works, you will go through the basic grammar, essential grammar, and special grammar. And if you want advanced topics as well, that's not necessary. I will say that it is not that necessary. So what you will do is that you will finish basic grammar and you will finish essential grammar. And when you finish essential grammar, you will start immersing. Like, you will start literally watching anime. If you want, you can actually watch Black Clover. I don't know. So it doesn't matter the anime you watch. What it matters is that it interests you, right? So if it's interesting for you, that's enough. So when you finish essential grammar, start doing immersion and do this book for like, I don't know, 1 hour a day, and this another grammar guide from 1 hour a day, and it shouldn't take you more than 6 months to actually finish them. If you want to actually finish them, I don't know, in 3 months, probably just do 2 hours. Maybe you want to do 2 hours, because 6 months, it's just a long period of time. So 2 hours a day, this both, it's just 4 hours of your day. Like, it is not that much. You can do like 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours, I don't know, on the evening. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't take that long, and you will not waste a lot of time in the boring part of the anime. In the boring part of actually learning Japanese, because when you get out of the phase, which is boring, you will start doing the fun things, which is actually just watching anime. You know. So yeah, that's everything that I will say. If you want to not do the worst thing in when learning Japanese. So yeah, I hope that this video was useful to you.